A big part of being an Idahoan is the ability to look back on your mistakes and correct them. So today I'm going to go back through and talk about all of my biggest mistakes that I've made in my videos, whether it be inaccurate information or something I said that's just completely wrong, or things that were misunderstood and I need to clarify. So that way, when you guys are looking at moving to Idaho, hopefully you have all of the right information. Stick around. Hello and welcome to another episode of Living Life in North Idaho. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. On this channel, we talk about what it's like living, eating, working, playing, and buying real estate here in Idaho. So if that's of interest to you, make sure you tap the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so every time I come out with a new video, you get notified. All right, so like I said, I have made some really big mistakes on these videos, and unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow you to go in and fix those. Once they're posted, they are there forever. Now, some of these mistakes are simple slip of the tongue or a foible. I just said the thing wrong. But sometimes it's completely inaccurate information because it slipped my mind or the research I did wasn't accurate enough. I really try to give you guys as accurate information. In some of these videos, I will research for hours to try to make sure that it's accurate. But at the end of the day, I don't have a teleprompter, I'm just speaking from memory, and that's not always accurate. So today, we're gonna go back through and we're gonna correct the major mistakes, and if I missed one, let me know in the comments. Okay, so the first one that I probably see a comment every single day making fun of me for it is this one.
Coeur Lake, and there will be like 6 to 8 feet of just pure pollen on top of the water, this yellow layer.
Okay, so obviously I didn't mean that the entire thing going from the shore out into the lake is 6 to 8 feet of pure pollen. What I meant is the top layer on the water goes from 6 to 8 feet from the shore out into the lake. It is a lot of pollen, but obviously it's not that deep of pollen. That would be absolutely crazy. So yes, I totally did not say that right. I probably get a comment on this every single day. So there it is. That's what I meant. All right. The second one has to do with allergies as well. And it's where I talk about eating raw honey right here.
The allergies, you can just be feeling sick a lot. I had friends that during that time, they just felt sick the whole time. It's pretty miserable. The trick that I found to that is eating raw local honey on a regular basis leading up to spring and summer.
Now, I get a lot of people who watch that and they just make fun of me. They go, that's total BS. Can't believe you believe in that stuff. But I'm telling you, even though science says that maybe it's not real, I myself experienced the results of eating raw honey to cure some of the local allergies, and I get a lot of comments from other people saying that it worked for them. Now, my dad was a doctor, my mom a nurse. I grew up in the medical field, so I do know that very few things work on everybody. In fact, even like toxic heavy metals, there's only 30% of the population that's affected by that, and it's a certain gene. So even something that's toxic isn't going to affect everybody. So even though I know people think that, oh, that's so stupid, that doesn't work at all I can say is give it a try. There's absolutely no harm or negative side effects. And to me, it's delicious. And for some people, it really works getting rid of allergies. Okay, so this third one is the worst one of them all because a lot of people took offense to the way me and this other realtor were talking about these people. But it needed to be explained further, which I think I did in the comments, but not everybody sees that. So let's watch the clip.
You're going to find some really far right-winged humans. So you just kind of have to pick and choose your location.
Far right-winged humans.
Pick your
That's a good
location. Listen to these videos because we'll lead you in the right direction.
Okay, so this one is tricky because it definitely sounds like Abby and I are trying to be gentle and not insult a particular group in the Republican Party. And even the way we said it, it does sound insulting. So please let me clarify. In my own personal life, I have had experience with my dad getting so far into politics that he cut off his friendships and relationships for anybody who doesn't agree with them. And it has caused a lot of hurt in my life and in my siblings' lives and now in my kids' lives because they don't know their grandfather. So there's definitely a level that you can get to in politics that is not healthy. And that's what we were referring to. When people go to that extreme where they're rejecting society, they're rejecting their friends and family, that just isn't healthy. And we're not trying to be insulting to those people. Find it really sad, but it definitely sounded like we were making fun of them. And for that, I apologize. That was not the intention. Okay, the fourth one, and some of you are going to laugh, but I got quite a few comments on this one, so I feel like I should clarify. In my biggest video, Avoid Moving to Idaho Unless You Can Deal with These 10 Facts, I got a lot of comments from people that didn't quite understand the nuance in that title. I wasn't telling people, don't move here, it's a bad place. I was trying to tell people that, hey, Idaho is a very special state. It's very unique in the way that people are and the way the state is ran and type of weather we have. So here are those 10 reasons why you might not want to move here. But a lot of people like those reasons, which causes them to want to move here. So if you are on that side and you think that I'm disparaging Idaho, definitely not what I was doing at all. And real quick, guys, I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you who are watching the channel and they're serious about getting moved to Idaho, or they just need a little bit more information to decide if Idaho is the right place for them. I absolutely love that. So if that is you, reach out with a phone call, text, or email. Day, nights, weekends, it does not matter. Let's get back to the video. Now, this fifth one, I absolutely meant it when I said it because it is based on stats, but my opinion of this have changed quite a bit, and I want to share that with you.
Number 9, Idaho's education is pretty bad. We rank number 40 in the country. It has been going up, I think, with the population boom.
The reason why that's not necessarily a bad thing is because I don't believe anywhere in the country public school systems are doing very good. Even if they're ran really well and they're clean and it's teaching kids some things that we learned when we were younger, that's fine. But the world has changed a lot over the last 10, 15, 20 years. And the public education system really hasn't that much. For me, the most money I've ever made was when I started committing to learning things on YouTube and taking courses on there about current technology and learning how to utilize those for myself. The public school system only set me up to go and work for somebody else. And as you see in the news, all these tech companies, all these giant corporations are laying off tens of thousands of people. So do you really want to set your kid up to be one of those, or do you want them to be trailblazers and learning these new technologies and utilizing them to make themselves wealthy? So to me, knowing Idaho has poor education is not a drawback. It's knowing the truth about the entire education system so that you can help them find other courses and other ways of learning so they can be better prepared when they become adults. Again, this is just my opinion, but this is based on a lot of experience. And again, the most money I've ever made is learning how to use different technologies that school just did not teach me at all. Now, this sixth one I have said in a lot of videos, but I need to clarify some things around this.
Very first one is Idaho is a very red state.
Now, the reason this isn't accurate is because there's no such thing as a conservative Republican state, and there's no such thing as a Democrat state. States are states, and it's the voters that decide which direction that state's gonna go. Now, it seems like semantics, right? Tomato, tomato, but this really does matter because I'm kind of surprised how many people I talk to that say that they haven't voted in a long time. It takes our participation to decide which direction a state is going to go. It's a lot of news out there saying that the voting system is rigged, but that is a very dangerous message because it says that voters, it doesn't matter if you go out or not, it's already rigged and it's going to go the direction it's going to go. I don't personally believe that. I believe that we have to participate. Otherwise, our conservative state won't be anymore. So do your part. Now, this one I have caught a ton of flack for. And to be honest, it was based on my own personal opinion, but I have to clarify. Let's watch.
Most people here go to a church and they feel strongly that a lot of people, everyone should be going to church, whether you want to or not.
Now, in my personal experience, yes, I absolutely have had people tell me that I need to go to church whether I want to or not. But as far as that being a thing here in Idaho, I wouldn't say so. I mean, there's going to be a small percentage of people that do believe that. That's fine, but it's not something that you really have to expect when you move to Idaho. All right, this next one is definitely true for some, and it's going to be not true for others. So I said in a video that people here in Idaho are very nice. They're very considerate. Well, that's true, but it also depends on the kind of person you are. If you're an ego-driven, self-centered jerk, I'm pretty sure people here aren't going to be nice to you.
Hi, I'm Date Mike. Nice to meet me. How do you like your eggs in the morning?
If you're a kind, considerate, humble person, people will really be nice to you. You get what you give. But I think that the default for most Idahoans is that they are kind. They will smile at you when walking along the street. They will open doors for you. They are courteous, but the moment you show that you don't share in that way of being, they're not going to give that to you. So just to clarify, yes, people are nice, but it really does come down to the kind of person you are. And this last one is a complete mess up on my part. Let's watch.
To drive that way, I absolutely love this drive because it takes you right along the Snake River, and the Snake River is one of the most beautiful rivers I've ever seen.
Okay, so I talk about driving down the Snake River when I'm going from Coeur d'Alene down to Boise. That's not true at all. It is the Payette River because it comes out of the Payette Lake, and I should have known that. I think as I was talking, I was just trying to keep up with the information, and it was wrong. Got corrected a ton on that. Yes, I do know my state, but I do make mistakes. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you can forgive me for some of these mistakes I've made, and hopefully I've updated you on some of the information so that you understand a little bit better about what it's like living here in Idaho. So if you are serious about getting moved to Idaho, make sure you reach out with a phone call, text, or email, day, nights, weekends, it doesn't matter. And make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And over here somewhere should be some other videos for you to watch. So keep watching, keep commenting. I absolutely love the support, and I will see you guys later.